Genesis chapter 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, and after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam, after he had begotten Seth, were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived 105 years, and begat Enos. And Seth lived, after he begat Enos, 807 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enos lived 90 years, and begat Canaan. And Enos lived, after he begat Canaan, 815 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years, and begat Mahalaleel. And Canaan lived, after he begat Mahalaleel, 840 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalaleel lived 65 years, and begat Jared. And Mahalaleel lived, after he begat Jared, 830 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalaleel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begat Enoch. And Jared lived, after he begat Enoch, 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God, after he begat Methuselah, 300 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived, after he begat Lamech, 782 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Lamech lived, after he begat Noah, 595 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old. And Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, so we end chapter 4 with Enos's birth. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord. Chapter 5 starts out almost like the beginning of the Bible, because the birth of Enos and Seth's lineage is like a reset from Adam and Eve's lineage of Cain and Abel. Once Cain murdered his brother out of jealousy, Adam and Eve lost both of their children because Abel was murdered and Cain was now a cursed fugitive. So when Seth was born, his birth healed the family. And after him comes Enos. So there's going to be an epic catalog, and Seth's lineage is considered Adam's lineage that we're going to talk about, and that's going to be the blessed lineage. So these are the generations of Adam. God made man in his likeness. He made male and female, blessed them, called them Adam. So we already have that idea when a male and female are married and they're a unit, taking on the man's name. So that's where this comes from. Adam begat a son in his own likeness, in his own image, Seth, when he was 130 years old. Adam had other sons and daughters, and he lived until he was 930 years old. Seth, at 105 years old, had his son Enos. Seth had other sons and daughters, but he lived until he was 912 years old. Enos, when he was 90, had Canaan. Enos had other sons and daughters, and he died when he was 905 years old. Canaan had Mahalalel when he was 70 years old. Canaan had other sons and daughters, and he died when he was 910 years old. Mahalalel had Jared when he was 65 years old. Mahalalel had other sons and daughters, and he died when he was 895 years old. Jared had Enoch when he was 162 years old. Jared had other sons and daughters, and he died when he was 962 years old. Enoch had Methuselah when he was 65. It says here that he walked with God, and he was not, because God took him when he was 365 years old. So, up until now, this epic catalog specifically mentions death for everyone but Enoch. Methuselah had Lamech when he was 187 years old. He had other sons and daughters, and Methuselah died when he was 969 years old. Lamech had Noah when he was 182 years old. Lamech had other sons and daughters, and he died when he was 777 years old. And when Noah was 500 years old, he had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Noah was the descendant of Seth. Cain's lineage ended with Lamech, and Lamech was the braggadocious guy who murdered a man out of self-defense and then, told his wives about it. So that is the end of that chapter, and we will see you or I will see you for chapter 6.